The LW3-Tundra. Since its release over a year ago, it pretty much trivialized the entire sniper category by making every other sniper rifle pointless. When you have the perfect blend of lethality, fire rate, mobility, handling, and stability, it raises the question, why even bother with any other sniper rifle when the Tundra does it all? But with the Season 6 update, a new challenger enters the arena in the form of the 3-line rifle, aka the Mosin-Nagant. In this video, we'll be comparing both weapons' attributes one by one to reveal which of these two precision weapons will stand as COD Mobile's best sniper rifle. With both weapons being intended for mid-long range precisions, the most obvious attribute that comes to mind is stability. Both weapons have identical breath hold times, and despite their idle sway patterns being mirrored, the actual magnitude itself is very similar. So the main difference boils down to their hit flinch values. In this case, the Tundra has an advantage since it has less hit flinch than the 3-line. Although the difference isn't particularly significant, so we'll give both weapons a tie in stability. This is an often overlooked but useful stat on a bolt-action sniper rifle, as it makes getting chain kills or firing the second shot in case you miss or a hit marker much easier. The Tundra boasts the second fastest fire rate out of all the bolt-action snipers at 64.9 rounds per minute, only beaten out by the Outlaw. Meanwhile, the 3-line features a much slower fire rate of 50.8 rounds per minute, being similar to guns like the DOQ and the Koshka, making follow-up shots noticeably slower than the Tundra. Because of this, the Tundra has the advantage in fire rate. Mobility, more specifically sprint speed, is another underrated stat for sniper rifles, allowing you to make small rotations around the map without having to pull out your melee. The Tundra's sprint speed is above average for sniper rifles. It's not the fastest by any means, but it's far from being the slowest. The same cannot be said about the 3-line, which is tied to the HDR for having the slowest sprint speed. And because of this gives the Tundra another edge in mobility. When it comes to the discussion of mags, it's important to not just factor in the mag sizes, but also the reload times. These two stats determine the weapon's sustainability, how long they can stay in the fight, and how long does it take to get back into the fight. As you can see, both weapons have the exact same mag size of 5 rounds, but the real difference lies in the reload time, of which the 3-line has a hefty lead, being one of the fastest in the sniper category, unlike the Tundra, which can feel pretty sluggish. Because of these factors, this round goes to the 3-line rifle. Now this is the most subjective part of this comparison, since the discussion of scopes is basically impossible to quantify. But this is also a very important aspect when it comes to sniper rifles, as it makes the weapon more comfortable to use and allows the user to line up their shots easier. And the 3-line easily has some of the cleanest scopes and ADS animations in the game, giving it an edge over the Tundra. As you may have noticed, both weapons seem fairly similar. If anything, the Tundra seems to have a bit of an advantage here. But now that we are down to the two most important attributes, which will ultimately be the deciding factors that will determine which sniper rifle comes on top in this comparison, one-tap consistency is easily the most make or break aspect of any sniper. After all, it is the sole reason the Tundra ended up as the top tier sniper rifle, while the XBR-50 was underused despite having better stats on paper. Both the 3-line and the Tundra are identical in this aspect, being able to one-tap anywhere above the legs at any range. The only difference would be their wallbang capabilities, with the 3-line retaining full hitboxes through medium cover, but unable to one-tap through heavy materials beyond 26 meters. But unless you're only going for wallbangs, this is a very minor factor, and such both weapons are tied in lethality. So that just leaves us with the final attribute, handling speed. A sniper rifle's ability to quickscope is directly tied to its ADS time, allowing you to land the shot first, resulting in a better quote-unquote TTK. The Tundra is known for having some of the fastest ADS times relative to its lethality, which is one of the many factors that made it the most dominant sniper rifle. But it seems that the Tundra might have met its match, as the 3-line has an ADS time that is nearly 50 milliseconds faster. This is not only the fastest ADS time for its lethality, but the fastest ADS time for all one-tap sniper rifles, period, even bordering on marksman rifle territory. In addition, the 3-line also has a significant lead in sprint to fire time of almost 100 milliseconds, allowing it to react faster even when caught mid-sprint. These two stats combined make the 3-line a superior option when it comes to quickscoping, therefore giving it an edge in handling speed. For a quick recap, the 3-line rifle has an edge in magazine, characteristics, optics, and handling speeds, while the Tundra beats it out in fire rate and mobility. Both of these weapons are tied in stability and lethality. After comparing all of these attributes, we can conclude that the 3-line rifle is the clear winner in this comparison. While yes, having faster mobility and fire rate is nice, the faster ADS time far outweighs all of those advantages. Keep in mind that the main priority with a sniper rifle is to quickly respond to targets and take advantage of the one-shot kill. In this case, the 3-line rifle does it much more effectively than the Tundra while having the same one-shot consistency. Now, if you're the type of player that likes to stay back and pre-aim more, the Tundra will be a better option due to the faster fire rate and mobility. But overall, the 3-line rifle successfully dethrones the Tundra as the best sniper rifle in multiplayer. For those curious about how it performs in BR, the 3-line rifle is easily the best bolt action rifle as it has excellent all-round stats. You can think of it as a straight upgrade to the HDR in virtually every way. Just like the HDR, it features an infinite 2-shot anywhere above the legs, and one-shot headshot. And it does this by having a similar bullet velocity. But on top of that, it also has a noticeably faster ADS time and fire rate along with less hit flinch and comically large mag size for a sniper at 20 rounds. While the right sight with the explosive ammo is still the superior option in terms of raw lethality, the 3-line rifle is the best choice if you want the traditional sniper experience. Building the 3-line is pretty simple. For multiplayer, start with the Empress 514mm F01 barrel for mobility and ADS time, Quicksilver silencer for concealment, bipod for reduced hit flinch, FMJ to one-tap through cover, and the 7.62 by 54mm 5-round fast mags for the faster reload speed. Some of you may ask, why not use the ZAC Custom MZ stock? Well, once you put it on the stock, you now have the slowest movement speed for all the sniper rifles. And that's because you have to sacrifice an attachment. You either have to deal with the worst hit flinch or a slow reload speed. All that for 1 frame worth of ADS time at 60 FPS. That is not a worthwhile trade-off. As for Battle Royale, start with the Kovalevskaya 820mm R1MN barrel and the 30-06 20-round mags. This will give us the 2-tap potential and the fastest bullet speed possible. Then we'll use the bipod and the Kovalevskaya S01 stock to reduce the hit flinch as much as possible. And finally, the disable perk to make landing 2 shots easier. And that covers everything there is to know about the 3-line rifle. Do let us know which sniper rifle you prefer in the comments below. This has been Saiko, going dark.